Hello, I think we're live. Hey,
Let's
Hello.
go. Hello,
all
hello.
right.
Hey.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Beep. I am Pat here, joined by these three lovely people. I don't think they need much of an introduction because you know them, but I'm still gonna introduce them because I'm the host and it's my privilege. So first, of course, it's the king of chill, the Jude himself. Hi, Jude. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little lethargic, but I'll be able to hang in there. I'm all good.
Yeah, it's a bit late for us in Europe. Second, of course, it's the Beam Lord himself, the Rickroller extraordinaire. It is Wadzam. Wadzam, how are you tonight?
Pretty good, despite cold. That is, yeah, still causing some issues. 3 days ago, I didn't even have a voice, so
Oh,
need to bear with me a bit here with a bit of a weaker voice. But yeah, I'm excited to see and to just talk about Splatoon again. It's been a while for me. Yeah.
well, we're glad to have you. And of course, third is Toyoben, the bingo addict and a great player. Toyoben, how are you doing?
Pretty well, I would say. Slowly getting a bit stressed out with something huge coming up very soon. But yeah, hoping for the best. And of course, very hyped for everything that's coming up next week.
Yeah, well, very hyped. And I am Pat. I'm a caster for the scene. You've probably seen me if you've watched any stream by Dapple Productions, but also other tournaments, including an upcoming event that we're going to talk about very soon. But first, because I'm the host of this, they gave me power. They shouldn't have done that. I get to make an announcement for myself that is not related to Octofest. So it's related to casters and especially casters in Europe, which is with the theme of this stream. Here's the thing. I became a caster a few years ago, back around this time for Splatoon, but it was Splatoon 2 instead of Splatoon 3. It was after the final Splatfest. Everybody was saying, oh, we don't get any update, the game is dead, but people were still playing the game, and that's when I joined the scene. That's when I became staff for various tournaments that gave me a chance. And at the time, I asked, hey, is there any resources to learn what I'm doing? And I was told, just do it. That was the one advice I've gotten. And that wasn't much. I ran with it. I did it. And I'm glad I got there. But since then, the scene has evolved. We've gotten bigger and we want to give more resources for newcomers. So there's a Discord that has been active that provides some tutorials both for observers and casters. I want to add something else because we are low on staff and I want to pass the torch a bit. So here's my offer to all casters in the scene, especially in Europe. I'm going to coach you. I'm giving free coaching sessions for all casters starting after Octofest because I'm busy until then. But yeah, if you're a beginner caster in Europe, I will make time. I have a very flexible schedule, so I will make time for you to coach you into being a good caster and feeling confident. If you're in NA, I maybe will find time. I'll try. It can be late, but I'll do my best. If you're an established caster, it will be streamed because I want us to yap in public about casting. That's it.
Sounds awesome.
I've been thinking about it for a while. Yeah.
As someone that tried casting, I gave casting a shot like once or twice, like 2 years ago, and it was not for me. I was so just overwhelmed by the pace of the game, and I have a huge respect for anyone that does casting. I love some commentators in the scene. I just I just adore them, and I just enjoy listening to them every single time. So yeah, a good caster, a good commentator really adds a lot in this game. So to anyone that wants to give it a shot, just please do, and best of luck.
You got to be a natural yapper for that.
100%.
Definitely. But casting is so much fun. I always love doing that. Yeah.
It's a great art form, and I'd love to talk about it with you. But yeah, now let's transition to the meat of today's topic. The reason all three of you are here is not just because you are prominent EU figures. It's because you are organizing a big event. So take it away, I guess. Jude, do you want to tell us what's happening?
What is happening?
I wouldn't say I'm like organizing the event. I know the event's going to be streamed on my channels, but yeah,
Yeah.
Octofest is happening.
I
Maybe
think
you remember the name or
It's
something.
yeah. Toy Open definitely can explain a whole lot more than me,
Okay.
right? So
Okay, so we actually at Watson and me we talked about this like 2 days ago in VC. We were like, wait, does dude even know like everything we have planned? Because we basically
no
we
idea.
approached dude at the very beginning of our planning stage, right? We were like, dude, we want to have as many eyes as possible on Octofest. Could we do it on your channel? And dude was kind enough to allow us to do that. Of course, again, huge thank you for that. Of course, if you put that much effort, if you put one whole year of planning into an event, you just want to have as many eyes on it as possible. And we thought, why not approach people we know in the community? Like, why not? Like, we could create a new Twitch channel, but that is just not a productive way, I think, or not a useful way to approach an event like this, because you want to have a platform. You want to have an established platform to reach as many people as possible. And of course, Dude was right there. And yeah, so that's how we got to Dude. But yeah, Dude is not very involved in the planning stage.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Dude can still tell us a lot about also past events, because Dude has been a very avid LAN enjoyer, no matter if it's here in the EU or overseas even. So if it comes to LANs, Dude has seen pretty much everything.
I've seen it all. I have
Yeah.
seen so much, maybe too much. Well, maybe not
Who
enough.
knows?
That's why I'm going again. But you know,
For those who don't know, Octofest, that's what we're talking about, is a LAN event upcoming next weekend. And to Ruben said, we already worked on it for over a year, and it's gonna be in Germany, Cologne, for up to 300 players. And we're actually getting close to actually getting 300 there, so we're I think 30 short. That's gonna be, I think, the second largest by player amounts tournament in Europe so far. And LAN tournaments are just always a different
Yeah, I mean, it's
thing,
second
right?
only
It's
to Breeze. It's second only to Breeze that happened in 2023. And I mean, it's only 30 tickets left, and they're still selling. So get yours right now, because they might be gone.
I
Okay.
have to make sure to get my teammate to buy the last one.
Yeah,
Still
I've
not
seen.
bought one.
I have your team on my left monitor right now, dude. Oh, it's getting close.
Wait, let me message him now.
But well, yeah. Cologne. We wanted to have a city. We wanted to have the location or the event set in the heart of Europe, so as many people as possible could attend this event. And we thought the French community, of course, is like pretty much the biggest pillar of the Splatoon community in Europe. And so we thought we don't want to have it in France, but we want the French players to come, right? I think, like, okay, that sounded wrong. I'm sorry.
You organize it. You have the right to do it in your own country.
Yeah,
exactly.
We have a German. Let's just say we are not the most fluent in French. My French is a bit rusty, okay? Yeah, moi aussi, bien sûr. Well, okay, let's stop it. I'm sorry to anyone that had to listen to that. But yeah, so yeah, Cologne. We just thought, great city. Like, you have perfect connection with trains to France. You have a big airport or two big airports nearby. So just traveling to Cologne really shouldn't be big of an issue. And yeah, we originally thought about other cities. Of course, the biggest city that is close to me is Munich, which also gives away a hint about the name of the event. Because as you guys may know, there's a thing in Germany called Oktoberfest. That's where all the German stereotypes come from, with the lederhosen and dirndl and everything like that. Yeah, and lots
Yeah.
of beer.
Lots of
But we're a Nintendo event, so no no alcohol there. Anyway, so yeah, originally we thought about hosting the event in Munich, but just Munich is just not as well connected, and of course a bit further away from the French border than Cologne. So Cologne was just the better pick for us for this event, and I am very happy that we took that step and selected Cologne because we have an awesome venue. I think Watson can tell you more about that.
About what?
The venue. Oh, we
The
hosted
venue, the
the
venue in
venue.
Cologne. Yeah. I mean, you were talking so much about the French, but just about the French. I mean, Cologne is in the heart of like the population center in Germany too. Germany also big Splatoon scene. Also the Netherlands, not even an hour away. Also a huge Splatoon scene, and obviously the UK scene is kind of close by too. Just a flight, I think, from London
You take
is
a plane.
under 2 hours. So that is something that we considered a lot because we wanted to get as many people as possible to our event, but actually finding a venue is the hardest thing, a suitable venue. And we have been super lucky to have found such a formidable venue. Like, I don't think people are ready yet because I believe we have not seen a venue like that for a Splatoon LAN event yet, organized by the community. We have so many opportunities we can just, just act upon to just elevate this event to something very, very special. It is kind of right now for us, the staff, to you, and me, we are kind of like two of the main people, or the main people behind it. It's kind of scary because we have so much planned and so much that still needs to like get like the final finishing touches needs to be still kind of worked out. And it's always scary, especially if you're so ambitious with everything that you want to do. And keep in mind, it's the first big event that we organize too, right? Like we have organized small events before, online and offline, but close to 300 people, and then in such a splendid venue that leaves us so many opportunities. That is something scary, but we are so excited to finally, get there next week. It's been a long time coming, and we're getting there very, very soon.
Okay, so
Well,
we have a big venue. What is going to happen in that venue? There's a tournament, of course, so most of the players are coming for the PvP. I've heard there was a salmon run tournament as well, which I'm pretty excited about. Can you tell us more about that, and if there are other events happening on that venue? Like, I want to know. This is the time to tell us about it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to tell you more about Salmon Run, but we also have something else planned that Watson can tell you more about, maybe. So yeah, we wanted to have Salmon Run there because I think Salmon Run is just a great side event to have because you don't have to. It's easy to plan, easy to execute. You just have one setup there that people can use in their time between sets. So anybody that plays the Splatoon 44 tournament isn't stressed to rush to Salmon Run, but they can pretty much do their score whenever they want. But of course, I don't know the rule set, to be honest, because I'm not very involved in Salmon Run planning. That was Brian and Lean, two people that know a lot more about Salmon Run and the competitive structure of those kinds of events. But yeah, Salmon Run will be there. And of course, then with the launch of Switch 2, we have other new games that we really wanted to have there. And Watson can tell you more about that because he's much more involved in that game than me.
well, obviously, we're gonna have a Mario Kart side tournament, right? With Mario Kart World coming out, that's a given. And we just didn't want to pass upon that opportunity to also play some Switch 2. I mean, that gave us a bit of a headache having Switch 1 and Switch 2 docks there, but Nintendo supporting us where they can, which makes a lot of things possible for us. And the venue just have so many setups and so much equipment there already that we can just set up, um, a tournament in a scope and like in a setting that's, I believe, at least in Europe we haven't seen yet. I mean, obviously the American scene, they have some very big LANs there. over there and very frequently. Unfortunately, here in Europe, we haven't been blessed as much the last 1 or 2 years. That's also a reason why we set out to create our own big LAN, because yeah, we saw there was a bit of a drought, however you pronounce that. But the Mario Kart's also gonna be there. But the thing about yeah, we're gonna also have a few more side events. So we're just gonna not events, just things that we can do on the side. We're gonna have karaoke there too. We have a whole artist booth preset, something like this as well, which is nice. We're also gonna have a photo booth with some Splatoon props and weapon props and stuff like that, so you can take photos in, and have some other side activities like cornhole is the name, Ben, right?
Yeah,
That's
cornhole. I think it's more
that's
known in America, but especially
yeah,
just
it's
a
random,
throwing
but that's
game where you have a board on the ground with a hole in it, and you throw, I don't know, like a tiny sack
Like a
off. I don't know
beanbag.
what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But for
It's a
me,
beanbag.
beanbag. Oh yeah, beanbag.
yeah, exactly.
But
For
yeah,
me,
it's just we just have a lot of side events planned, I think. So no matter if you're busy playing a bracket right now, or if you have some downtime, some free time between your sets, you always have something to do with your friends. And
not Ben, the main course,
make course.
the main tournament. Like the thing that I love about that venue, where we're gonna have our tournament, we're gonna have a stage with a lot of seats in front of it, like a, how do you call this in English? Like in a football stadium, when the seats are just stacked upon each other, like
Like yeah, layered,
uh,
you feel like you're in a cinema or a theater
in
with
an
like the
arena, yeah.
yeah.
But you have a whole
Ooh.
as professional production crew behind that as well, which just allows us to do so much more than before. Also with live replays, with whole like we have so many lighting equipment there that we can use, and have specialized people that help us with that, and just yeah, having a stage for Splatoon. A big one is very, very nice. We also have a whole caster booth, a separate room, and also a whole separate room for some couch interviews in between, where we can also have do some little shenanigans on stream. And just overall, we were just lucky to yeah, to just, how do I say this? Yeah, I mean, we were very fortunate to find that opportunity to work with that venue, and they were also very intrigued by what we wanted to do, and thus they also just try to help us as much as possible. That's why we also have some, yeah, professionals coming in that help us with the whole production on stage for the streaming production and everything. Obviously, a lot of the things are still community run. We have a lot of people from the community there, but also some people from the outside, and that can just elevate the whole experience, especially the main events, the 4v4 tournament, the stage, the casting booth, the couch interview area, and the whole lighting system that we have there, the audio. We have like so many monitors in the whole venue as well. The venue is on 2 floors, right? And there's monitors in the whole venue where we can display the bracket. We have kind of the streams there the whole time, and there's just so much more to discover in the venue as well, because it's kind of like a big overall gaming venue that has events like these every weekend. But also all the big names in the gaming industry have like booths there, like in a convention. It's kind of like half a convention center that is open like weekly for gaming, and they just have everything that you need to run like
But yeah,
amazing events
Oh.
like that, and they
once
do this
since
weekly.
you touched on the production side, I think it's safe to say that from a production standpoint, I mean this is probably like I'm not reaching, but I think that this event will be best in terms of production value, only second to Nintendo's official events. So I think you are all in for a treat, and I'm very confident that we'll yeah, show what all the planning has gone into. But yeah, of course, also because you touched on the sort of land drought we had in Europe earlier, and I also listened to the last episode of the Beep podcast, and the girls were talking about how fortunate or how the amount of lands in America or in NA in general, has been increasing steadily. Like you have locals popping up in every city pretty much. And for me, 2023 was sort of my LAN year, right? Like I had German champs, I had RSL3, I had Breeze to go to, all of that. And then came 2024, and there was nothing left. I was like, oh man, finally Europe caught up to NA. Finally, we have our lands. Next year is gonna be another RSL to go to. Next year is gonna be another Breeze to go to, and then we didn't have anything. So like 2024, pretty much middle of 2024, we just decided to take matters into our own hands and just create our own event and not wait for anyone else to bring their events back. And I think, dude, you know how big the NA LAN scene is. I think just from a European standpoint, you just always look at that and you're like, man, I wish I could go to every single one of those.
Yeah, I mean that was me back in the day. Like I used to fly a lot, just to every land that I could go to, and man, I'm glad I don't have to do it. Well, I wish I didn't have to do that as much if back then, because if Europe was as active, it would be like, okay, that would be nice, because I wouldn't have to spend a lot. But I wouldn't ever regret it, because like all those lands that I did go to, absolutely amazing, and I had a bunch of fun and met loads and loads of different people. And I think it's nice if there were more in Europe as well, because then it's just like, I get to meet more of Europe, because I feel like it's, besides like the Nintendo Europe, like when it comes to European champs and stuff like that, that's like really the only times I really get to meet a lot of people within Europe. So it's just like, now we're doing Octofest, it's just like new opportunity. So I like that.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, we didn't promise anything, but with our targets reached, like we originally announced, we wanted to have at least 200 attendees, so we could break even with, also we could pay the venue. That was like the first goal. That was the first goal, and now with close to our actually like limit of 300 attendees, we have a very high likelihood of doing the event again next year, which I think this like consistency of events like coming every year is something that EU has been really missing. And also it has been kind of hard to like really establish this Splatoon LAN scene, because we just don't have the Smash scene to leech off, sort of. Um, because I mean, if you look at NA, you just have those massive Smash majors, and I also heard from TOs in the past that it was just the Smash TOs like to have Splatoon there because it made it easier to have the license from Nintendo to host their events. But I mean, in general, also a lot of Splatoon players really enjoy Smash competitive, so that scene is just has some overlap between each other. And so yeah, since Europe is not as big, or just doesn't have the huge convention centers as well that can be filled with thousands of Smash players, that was always like a disadvantage Europe had in the past. So the approach European Splatoon LAN TOs have to take when trying to organize an event like this is just very different if you just compare it to those huge NA LANs, I think.
Definitely. I agree. It's not just you thinking that.
I have a question though for you two, which is how do we go from you 1 year ago being like, oh wait, there's a drought in lands in Europe, we need anything and we need to do it, to the biggest, most ambitious fan-made event in Europe ever? Like there's been like that must have been quite a year for you two. Like, can you tell us more about like the big steps, the sponsors that you secured, the like all of how did it become so big?
Yeah, I think I can head off with how we originally started, and then Watson can take all over for some other details. But yeah, pretty much we wanted to give LAN TOing a shot and organized the ULAN which is like a small Nintendo game event in general that is hosted every year near Dortmund in Germany. But it's pretty rural, and we only had like, I mean, I say only, but it was the first edition of Splatoon at that event, and we had 60 people show up, which isn't bad for a regional. And we just wanted to give TOing a shot. And after that was that event ran pretty smoothly, so we were like, oh, we could step it up a notch. And so after that, we were thinking, I mean, first of all, as Watson said, securing the venue definitely was the hardest part and took the longest time. But there are some other hurdles we had to clear after that, which I will mention in a bit. So yeah, we searched everywhere. And I mean, if you look at those really good gaming locations, they're just not affordable for a non-profit event like ours. It's just you need to win the lottery maybe, and then you can become a Splatoon TO. But so yeah, we were on the search, and then we found Experion in Cologne, and they're very open to hosting like a grassroots events, like a grassroots event like ours. And we are also pretty fortunate that we have a TO team that is very well connected, I would say. We have Watson, which was our person that is in like direct contact with Nintendo. We have Yoshi UMR. He's the guy that is responsible for securing all of our sponsorships. And then we also have a great set of people that also have experience. We have Lean on board, who also has been part of all RSLs and just knows how to set up every piece of tech that you need for Splatoon LAN. So you have a great mix of people that have the contacts and are like the people coordinators. And you also need to have the people that know their craft, like the tech people that just are responsible like at the event to make the event run smoothly. Because yeah, without that, you can have as many people like reach out and have as many sponsors as you want, but if the event at the end just doesn't run, then what are you gonna do? So yeah, we have Lean and Desert, which are our two IT pros and are gonna be responsible for everything regarding the actual setups at the LAN. So if something doesn't work, blame them. I have no involvement. And and I mean, I was pretty much with Yoshi doing everything regarding sponsorships, Watson doing everything in regards to securing the Nintendo license, which is a whole nother story. I was pretty much just the people guy. I just DM'd a whole lot of people and did everything like coordinating, I think, in the background. And yeah, that's what I did. But regarding the Nintendo license story, as I said, we spent a lot of time searching for a venue, but then came the next step of, oh, okay, we have a venue. We need a license.
Then before you go on, we're in public right now. Can you talk about that openly?
I think I can. It's just a funny story. It's just a funny story.
Okay.
So it's just because originally we planned Octofest for June of this year, right? It's I know October fits better for the LAN, for the name of the LAN, but originally you were like it should be a summer event because I think in summer just chilling outside with your friends in the evening after an event like this is always nice. You're just going through the city while there's still sunlight out, which might not be the case now in late October. But so yeah, we had some trouble securing the Nintendo license, not because we did anything Nintendo doesn't like. We love you, Nintendo. But we we applied for license, and all TOs we asked were like, it shouldn't take longer than maybe 2 weeks max, right? 2 weeks max, then you have a license, and then everything can continue. But somehow there was a screw up in the system, and we had to apply a second time, and it took I think a total of 2 months instead of 2 weeks. So that was just a huge setback in our planning and just completely messed up our schedule. But the support from Nintendo really has been awesome. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand how much actually Nintendo supports LANs in Europe. How much they like the people that work at Nintendo really want to do everything they can in the environment they're in. So like, of course, they have some limitations, but they're gonna do their best to help out as much as possible. Like every dock we have at the LAN is provided by Nintendo. Every HDMI cable is provided by Nintendo. Every LAN cable we need is provided by Nintendo. Like all of those things. If you are hosting something, if you want to host something, like just reach out and just ask. I think asking is something that a lot of people are just scared to do. It's like the easiest step, but you just need to have like some confidence and also just dare to approach people. And yeah, that's something we did, and we luckily had Watson that did all of that for us, and somehow convinced Nintendo to to do all of that for us.
I mean, I've worked with them plenty of times before. Like over the years, I've commentated for Nintendo and just worked at the events. Even just at Gamescom, I went there for 8 days and just worked with Nintendo. So I know pretty much a whole bunch of people there, like especially those who just do all the events in Europe. Like I'm very well connected with Nintendo, and yeah, we had a bit of like you said it, Ben. It was a bit unlucky that there was a system error that put us back a bit, but it's also just like we applied for it like at the very start of the year, and it's just when the Switch 2 was just gearing up. And Nintendo was organizing events left and right over Europe, so their resources went pretty thin, and everyone was so busy. That's also why it took a bit longer. I think they
Oh yeah, yeah.
had like 12 events in like each major European city for the Switch 2 launch, and then just yeah, left and right, even more events. That was also a bit unlucky for us, but luckily for us even. Like obviously that was unlucky, but in the end we planned our event to be on the exact weekend and exact
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I
well, just
forgot.
like
I forgot actually.
was it 2 days after the Switch 2 launch? But yeah, that
Yeah.
basically the launch weekend of the Switch 2. And that might have complicated a lot of things. And also there was another big event in Cologne, not Cologne, in wait, where was it again? Very close to
Berlin?
Cologne, but
No.
no,
It
it's
was...
that big Japanese convention where also a lot of people from the
Oh
Splatoon
yeah, yeah.
community went. So we were kind of
Düsseldorf, I
fortunate.
think.
Düsseldorf, yeah.
Yeah.
Dokumi, right?
Yeah.
So we were very fortunate that actually our original plans didn't go through, and that we eventually had to delay it till October. And yeah, fittingly for the name, we here now. And Pat, I remember asking you what it takes just to start an event like this. Like you mentioned us like a year ago, just starting planning on it. Obviously, Ben told us that we already did a smaller event, but in the end, it all comes down to just really wanting to do the thing, having the determination, getting a bit of luck as well, and then just like Ben said, just putting yourself out there, just writing as many venues as possible, sponsors or people that could potentially help you secure connections or can help you out of the event, and just try to start something. Just do things. That's the thing. And you don't really need to know where it's gonna lead to. Obviously, needs a general direction or plan, but you can never plan out what the end result is gonna be. Just do it, just go for it. And we could have probably not dreamed of so much that we are now probably able to do next week. Hopefully, we're gonna pull it off. I'm still super scared about every tiny detail. If you're responsible for everything, and if it's just getting more ambitious and more things piling up, yeah, more things that you could trip over, right? But
Yeah, I mean, the
yeah, it's
closer
just
it actually comes, the more you realize the pressure that you're now under. Because, I mean, that I think people overvalue experience maybe a bit for lands. Because, I mean, we had three RSLs, we had, I think, three breezes as well. But I mean, they also had to start somewhere, right? There was a RSL one at some point. There was a breeze. There was a first breeze at some point, and those people also had to start. Um, so you just have to dare to take that first step. And I went into this with knowing that this is going to be our first event. So there's going to be hiccups. Not everything is going to run smoothly. There's going to be problems. But it's going to be a learning experience. And since we obviously like want to do it again, probably, um, it's gonna be a learning experience that you just have to appreciate. You just have to live in a moment, just really, um, yeah, enjoy what you've worked for so long, and then try to make the next one even better. So yeah, looking
Cool.
forward to that.
Well, actually, Ben, following that, I have a question for you specifically because I was at Breeze 3 and you won. You won. You are the title holder of like champion of the biggest LAN ever in Europe, and you're about to lose that title potentially. how do the two compare? Like
So
how does the,
suffering
like,
from my own success, hosting
yeah.
hosting one of the biggest
Ben
lands.
sabotaged us along the way, so this event would not be the biggest one, just the second biggest one.
Yeah,
so
I'm deleting new
Yeah.
registrations right now. Actually,
That's what he's doing.
no, but I think in terms of competition, this is actually going to be the highest level we've seen in a community run LAN. Because I don't think, I mean, Breeze had a good amount of, I would say, really good teams for the time that was hosted at. But I think the representation in terms of like which players are going to be there, which from top level teams, talking about people like Gray, the whole of Frutella, Yoshel, just all of those people. Also some OGs. I mean, who was in my team at Breeze, and of course Robert and Snipes, my teammates from Breeze, are going to be there as well. So they have something to defend. I mean, Robert has a great record of Splatoon LANs in Europe. I think he's won every LAN he attended, except for European champs. But I mean, he's from Belgium, right? Like, it's not. I know the Belgian champ is a very great achievement, but in order to win with a nation like Belgium, yeah, that's going to be a tough task to complete at the European champs. But yeah, so that's definitely a team to watch out for. Robin Snipes, my former teammates for Breeze, and like we have so many recognizable names. I think Breeze can't compete with the amount of players that play at top level. Not saying it was a Mickey Mouse title. Definitely.
Prestigious
Yeah,
tournament.
prestigious
Definitely.
tournament. But yeah, I think in terms of the level of the competition, this is going to be probably the highest level Europe has seen so far at a community run LAN.
Well,
Except for maybe RSL. Oops, first RSL was very stacked. KP, Olive, the JP's coming there as well.
Oh, the Platinum Cup one.
Yeah, the first one.
You pay for it?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, okay, that's true. That's true.
That was insanely stacked. But also we had sponsored teams at that time. So
it's a different game. It doesn't count.
Wait, dude, did you win that? RSL?
I mean, I wasn't playing, but the team won. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we commentated together,
We
right?
commentated,
Yeah, we
yeah.
commentated together. It's all coming back.
Ank's memory is gone.
Yeah.
What's no? The Alzheimer's
We talked
kicking
about
again.
it like a couple days ago when we first met, and I forgot we met at that event too. But I mean, you were 14.
Yeah.
So I basically forgot the whole event, I guess. Oh no.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it about Breeze. If there's another Breeze, I would have to step up again as a competitor, right? Because I have a title to defend. But for this one, I'm probably gonna sit it out and spend more time. I will try to spend some time in front of the camera, just creating content, chilling on the interview sofa, and yeah, but won't compete this time. I wish I would. I wish honestly, if there was a LAN to come back to, this would be the one. So
Right.
It's a bummer as a TO that you see what you're creating and then you don't get to experience it like the normal way, right? Obviously TOing and just that's like also super interesting and an experience on its own. But I would love to compete in a tournament and just play and just be around all my friends the whole time and not be busy backstage doing all the work the whole time or most of the time. But yeah, it's still gonna be amazing. And maybe something's gonna be on stage or on the interview couch and stuff like that. Definitely. Maybe Ben a bit more than me, but he wants the attention.
I mean, it's not like you're a YouTuber as well. Like you like being in front of a camera as well. Okay, let's not act like you
but I
don't.
haven't
Let's not act like you don't.
like the last 2 years. I have not done anything for Splatoon. Like basically, I barely played the game. Not been in the community. It's the first thing that I'm back.
Yeah, actually, I think you have like
Yeah.
40 hours in Splatoon 3, right?
No, hey. I think it's 200 hours or something. But I think over the last 2 years, I probably played 5 hours of Splatoon. So, yeah.
We're glad you're back with such a wonderful event. We're going to talk more about Octofest, but we have something else to talk about first. But before we move on, you said registrations are still open. Where can people register to make sure that this is the biggest LAN ever?
Oh yeah, go head over to start.gg/tournament/Octofest-2025, and there you can find all the details. I think maybe there's a link in chat, or of course, check out our socials on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and of course, make sure to follow Dude's YouTube and Twitch so you don't miss the live stream that's going to happen on the 25th and 26th of October. Yeah, go check that out.
All right, thank you, Toyoben. Now, let's talk about something else altogether that's also happening in Europe. That's been in the making, and France has been kind of a leader in that situation with the help of Germany and the DSB. It's, of course, the Splatoon Euro League, aka CEL. So pretty much like if you're from NA, the European scene is weird. We are very fragmented. Like European countries are countries. We're not states. We very much have different cultures, different languages, different ways to play and to organize. And some countries are very small. They play with their neighbors. France and Germany, like lots of players in France only plays in French with other French player and maybe other French speaking players, but that's it. And a few leagues have developed notably in France and Germany, and they've been unionizing recently in something called the Splatoon Euro Leagues, which has been like a beautiful thing. And I don't know if you three have heard about it, if you like have seen some things from it.
I did. I saw some posts on Twitter. As someone that I played my last DSB league, I think like 3 years ago. I think I even participated in the first edition of the league. But always, I mean, as someone that has been following EBTV, the French TO organization for a while now, I always envied the structure that the French scene has, because yeah, I think it's just a really great community. Yeah, you guys build up in France, and yeah, like EBTV really puts a lot of effort into the production, into the branding, and of course into the events. And also, I'm sorry, I forgot about Full Wipe earlier. When I said there was no LAN in Europe, I'm sorry, I forgot Full Wipe because that was the one LAN I didn't go to. And yeah, but I think that it was also Full Wipe is huge in France, but it doesn't have as much international as much of an international audience that we were hoping for. But yeah, sorry for forgetting about that, because Full Wipe is a big event we had. And but yeah, the French league, I always see it on my Twitter timeline. I never had the honor to play it myself because I'm not French, or I didn't have enough French teammates. Because I think you can play the French league in theory, right, with enough French teammates on your team. But yeah, those two leagues, DSB and the IBTV league, it's just called, have been. I mean, IBTV existed for a while before DSB. So DSB was modeled after the French league system,
Oh.
kind of, I think. But seeing those two join up, like pretty much the two biggest communities for Splatoon in Europe, with the UK being third, I think. Those two communities linking up is a great thing to see, and I'm looking forward to the results because, yeah, more competition is always good, and seeing I mean, French and German rivalry in Splatoon has always been a thing, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot to go with. Right now, ABTV has a season going. So they have like a lot of teams coming. Unfortunately, there is no DSB for now. But also, one thing to note is that lots of leagues are starting to pop up. Like we've contacted, like I've seen a few things inside of EBTV because I've kind of stuff for them as well, and like other countries have people doing things. The UK, as Jude could tell us, has an active scene and have people that are willing to do the work and make a league going. So like if you are in EU in a small country and you don't know if you have a league or not, like try to find out, try to contact the people at the EuroLeague, and I'm sure they'll be happy to hear from you.
Because
But
I think one thing I admire about NA and UK as well is the collegiate level as well. Because
oh, yeah.
I think the UK is starting out with having a collegiate league, and this sort of having sports clubs in college is just not a thing in Germany as much compared to those countries. I don't know how it is in France, but yeah, I don't think we can hope for a collegiate league in Germany in the future because people just don't organize as much in clubs at their colleges for that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a thing that I really I'm envious about of those two countries, of UK and NA, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have a beautiful event and always cool to watch. Jude, maybe you have something more to say about like the UK scene. If like we have you, might as well like you
Yeah,
know the scene more than me.
like I mean, I'd love to add input, especially with like the collegiate stuff. I mean, because I'm not.
Are you too old for? I thought
I'm
you were still. I thought you were in
I'm
college, dude.
like
You're looking
not in
like a
college, so
fresh 20.
yeah, it's like
Fresh man.
I know it's happening, and I keep hearing about it, but I've never actually seen anything like I haven't actually seen it, you know. But I it's more of a thing that I just know that it's happening, and it's like the some of my teammates that were in Spark when they went to university, they had like um they had like programs that are popping up well of like different games that you could play up to for an esports thing, and Splatoon was one of them. And I know like some were playing on teams, and then like some people from like in the competitive scene were playing from one university against another, and it's just like it's actually really funny because it's like you got like the one comp player that's like on one team and another comp player that's on one team, and it's like you got like three other people that have nothing that have know nothing about Splatoon at all, and they just like it's like them two are just like kind of fighting out and just leading their troops. So yeah, it's like it's really
Yeah,
funny,
I can see that.
um but I mean, as far as I'm aware, I mean, of course, I'm not in college, so I don't know. That's all I really know about it. So,
I
but yeah,
think I think it can be a great gateway for people, right? Like,
for
I mean, in
sure.
college you meet so many people, and just I think like if you look at NA especially, where you have some teams that do have a lot of experience competitively. I think there's a team of Thunder, Havoc, and some other. I forgot the other two. But so there are some competitive players that are on the same team, and then just like sitting in the same room, maybe even playing with those people, or like linking up to grab dinner together, whatever. Just linking up with your teammates IRL is always awesome. Living at the same college campus maybe is like I think that's a cool experience to have.
Sounds good,
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean that's something we don't have in Europe, but um, we still try to make the best without it.
That's why LANs are always so special. Just seeing your teammates and all
Oh
the
yeah.
people from the Splatoon community, your friends, and just hanging out with them for a nice weekend. That's always a blast. Like
Yeah.
it's always that was always a highlight for me. All
Mm.
the offline events that I went to in the Splatoon community. And I mean, we talked about it. I wish there would be just more, but it is what it is, I guess. We're kind of a bit cursed with Splatoon, I guess, because Smash. I mean, if you want to do a Smash event, right, you need a monitor, a Switch, and 2 controllers, and you have a setup ready. And then we organized one setup with 8 monitors, switches. You have to kind of find an audio solution so you can talk to your teammates and stuff like that. It's so complicated to set something like that up. Um, yeah,
And
a bit
expensive
cursed
as
with Splatoon.
well. Those audio solutions and all that.
Yeah,
There's like
exactly.
only so few ways to actually do them, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those the good ways that used to be done, like the Turtle Beach audio system that we used to use in Breeze, like they don't even sell those anymore, and it's like
Yep, we
it would be
know.
perfect. Yeah. So
Yeah, we are fortunate for our event. We have like PCs at every setup, so we just
that's
do it
good.
over TeamSpeak. But that's also very complicated to set up. You need so much equipment, so many cables per setup. It's crazy. But yeah, I always envied Smash because like the Smash scene is such a huge grassroots scene because local scenes can just easily pop up. Like someone just does like a small event with his friends and just invites like 10 people over and something can grow out of that easily. And we can't have that for Splatoon, unfortunately, but
Yeah, in
there
Splatoon,
have
if you have 10
been.
people, you have 2 teams and 2 people have to
Oh,
watch.
yeah, exactly.
So
That as well.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's always like a big advantage I thought the Smash scene had over or any single player
Definitely.
PvP game has over a team game. Because
But
Splatoon 1v1s are not as fun to watch.
they don't have the power of friendship. Splatoon has that. We have teams.
Oh,
We have
sure.
friends. We play together. That's it.
Right. I think that's enough about the EU scene. Let's talk a bit more about Octofest, and specifically, it's not just a LAN. It was also a qualifier, an online qualifier that happened, and I'm trying to find the bracket right now, but I can't find it again. I think it was on Sendu.
It wasn't Sendu, yeah.
Yeah, the link we have on Discord is to a different Sendu tournament. Wait, let me try to find. Does this work? Nope, not that. All right. Well, you had a qualifier. A lot happened on that qualifier. Can you talk a bit more about like why you decided to make a qualifier, how it came to be, and what the results were?
Yeah. So with any LAN, a big part of hosting something like that, or with any tournament, I would say, a big part of your event should be promotion, because otherwise people aren't gonna hear about your event. So yeah, just to make people aware that Octofest is taking place, we thought that hosting an online event would be a nice way to like have people hear the name for the first time, maybe, and so yeah, we just wanted to like make people aware that Octofest is happening, and at the same time wanted to like reward the people that actually decide to play in it, and also like have an incentive for people to sign up because out of all the participating
Participants.
teams,
Mm-hmm.
we raffled out some discounts for the entry, and also of course the winning team got some discounts on their entry for Octofest as well. So yeah, just had some incentive for people to play. And yeah, we wanted to have a first little showcase of our overlay and how the stream could, or the stream will look close to that um, with the overlay. So just, yeah, some showcasing of what we did and giving people a first hint of what's Octofest going to be like. Um, but yeah, that's, I mean,
Yeah.
we hosted with Deppel in cooperation with them because they have much more experience than we do regarding online tournaments, and so that was just a given. And so yeah, huge shout outs to Devil as well.
Yeah, we do
Thank you,
love
Devil.
Dapple. Yeah, so there was 18 teams that registered for the tournament. And I guess we can at least talk about our top 4 because I hope they'll be here for the LAN, and they're like contenders for the title, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at especially the top 2, but of course we have Frutella, which is a team I think that has been coming up strong recently in the European scene, and I think has been the best placing team in majors out of all European teams. They were a team like a year ago, and then took a break or just rebranded again recently, like a couple months ago. So yeah, keeping an eye on them in the recent majors that happened over the last 6 months was really interesting. Like seeing them slowly climb, and now like always being a contender for top 3 pretty much. Was very interesting. And yeah, wait, I also gotta open the bracket. 1 second. But right above them, of course, Gree. Oh, Gree.
Grigri is a nice way to pronounce it.
With Gray, of course, part of the team. I mean, if you look at Gray's track record over the last year or so, you could just say, okay, actually, guys, let's stop this Splatoon tourney hosting and just give everything to Gray because it doesn't really matter at this point. But yeah, we have Gray teaming up with Volty, Yoshel, and Yeti. And yeah, that team is, of course, a powerhouse to look out for. 3 French players and Yoshel coming over from the UK. But yeah, it's a LAN, and I always say LANs are not the same as playing online. And I don't know if Yoshel has much LAN experience. Also, playing charges on LAN is
Yosha won
difficult.
Splat vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Yeti, I also don't know if he has that much experience. Of course, Volty and Gray play together in Alliance Rogue for the French Championship and, of course, European Championship as well, the most recent one. So they know each other. Volty, of course, very annoying player to play against. And on the carbon, always got to look out for him. But yeah, definitely a team that all of us are gonna have a lot of eyes on. But there's also other contenders that didn't play the online qualifier, which are also teams that I think are really interesting. Of course, you have your German team, which is gonna be a rival, of course. Maybe like do you have this French German rivalry I talked about earlier? So it would be interesting to have like a full German squad against a full French squad again, which we had in the past with like back squids or I mean wasn't those. um
Gucci gang.
yeah, Gucci gang.
Gucci
But the French have outlasted us pretty much. AR did, at least for the longest time before they disbanded after European champs. But yeah, we have Entropy, Black Lotus, which is I think also one of the very rare sponsored Splatoon teams. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see them play with a player like Noctis, Vazabi, and Anger. I think those 3 like lots of LAN experience as well from them. Definitely Noctis, like one of the names you recognize if you've been around in the community. And what else? We have, I think, the team that I talked about earlier with Robert and Snipes, who brought back Cowgo. And if you've been a part of Splatoon for 7 years, you know that name. But I mean, if you when was Cowgo part of KP? That's been a while, right?
17, 16.
Really early on.
That was way before my time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 18 he already.
But yeah, those
wasn't
those
anymore.
people brought Cowgo out of retirement. So we see the Blaster Man from Kraken Paradise of Splatoon, early Splatoon 2, no, Splatoon 1 probably, right? No, Splatoon 1 was not when KP was a thing, right? KP founded in Splatoon 2.
Yeah, it was small in Splatoon 2.
All right.
I'm trying to
But
remember.
yeah.
I think Kauga was like we would see him around like later in 2017, 2018. That's where he was kind of popping off.
Yeah, this was pretty much when I started playing Splatoon 2. So, yeah,
Oh.
some OGs coming back, and of course the team being fittingly named Unks. So, uh, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see them. Also, a team that I didn't have on the radar. The radar was Brian, Reyes, Spore, and Azad. And I mean, dude knows Brian as a former teammate on Team Olive, but Brian is definitely one of the backlines that you really recognize in the community and has been a competitive player with a lot of success in his career. Reyes is probably a player that not as many people recognize, of course, next to a name like Brian, but also a player in the Nordics. I don't know if he won the. No, he didn't.
No, I don't.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
I think he came
Go
second place.
second, yeah, he came second in the Nordic Championship. Splash player, as far as I'm aware. Spore, also UK brush player, that lost to Dude in the UK champs, right? Yeah.
This guy.
And then Aura Boy 36 or Azad.
What?
Aura Boy, the best blaster player to ever exist. Nah, Azad
Okay, I
has
missed quite a few things, I guess.
no, but yeah, Azad or Azad, I don't really know how to pronounce his name yet. I gotta ask him at Octofest. But he's been an upcoming player, like over the last couple of months, and really interesting to follow his Twitter page because he hits like those insane, like when you jump in Splatoon, right, and you just shoot a shot out of the air, and he plays S Blast, so those shots travel really fast, and it makes for amazing snipes out of the super jump. So he has those in a consistency I've never seen before. Or he hits those like on a amount that is not normal because he like every day he posts a clip of that, which is just really cool to see. So like some very interesting tech that he's been working on that nobody else does.
So
So
that's
yeah,
where the
that this
name
like
Aura Boy comes from, or what?
Aura Boy.
Yeah,
We have to ask where that comes from. I mean, that's a question for the interview sofa. But yeah, so we have like 6 teams that I do have a top 3 in mind, but especially like second and third are going to be really contended, I think, between like 5 teams. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch.
Okay. Wadsum, do you have a few teams or players we should be wary of?
well, I've been out of the community for so long. Hard to judge people. Obviously, I recognize quite a few names, but I don't know how much they played or if they even play still at all. Um, like, I mean, I would put all my money on Gray's team, but it's just because I know Gray. I've played with him a lot. I played against him a lot. He's been around since day one. And for me, it's probably the best player in the West we had over the course of all 3 Splatoon games
Stop
in
the
terms of
glaze.
consistency and success.
Stop the
So my money is always on him. But so just listening to Ben talking about all these other teams, I feel like this could be there could be some teams that have a good shot. Because I also recognize some players on their team, some insane players, and Ben said it as well on LANs. Like they're just different laws, right? Everyone plays differently. Everything feels different. The dices are being rolled again, I guess, just before the tournament, and everything can happen. And also, like historically, I felt like certain weapons also did better on LANs than others. Like we had a lot of teams winning that had brush players on them, because I feel like brush is like one of those weapons that you can just pull off amazingly well under new conditions and under a lot of pressure on setups that you're not that used to, because you don't have that much mechanical inputs that you have to nail just decision making and stuff, and you can just have so much impact by just annoying people. So that's also something to keep in mind for LANs. Like certain weapons just excel less or better than others, and it's just a new playing field. And I'm just so looking forward to seeing the whole tournament being played out. We're gonna stream the whole top 8 on stream, so we schedule the whole tournament, so we have those close matches of all those top teams, just having everything on stream. So no one, even at the venue or just watching from home, on those channels, they ain't gonna miss a thing for the very important and exciting matches.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to to mention two teams. One also is a French team, a full French team, Paris Saint-Gluffus, which is Clash, Lille, Magnolia, and Dragib. I don't know if Dragib is French actually, but the other three definitely are. And that's also a team. I mean, Lille, the Hydra that everybody knows probably in EU. Um, and Glash, also a support player that I've known for a very long time. But then there's another team called Ammo Guns, which has a guy that's called Dude on it. And so
Ah,
I
the
don't, I
server. Oh, the
don't,
server. I
Ammo
remember.
Guns. But I think it's, I mean, dude, when
Wait,
was the
who else is
last,
on the team? Who's on the team?
who's on the team? It's User. I think
It's
you know
me.
User maybe?
Yeah.
It's me,
Oh, dude, yeah.
User,
I mean, I know the name.
Ferrari, and Yellow, or a guy called Leon.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like
Also
it's just like a
titled
group of friends.
contenders. Titled contenders.
I mean, sure, we haven't even practiced one day, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're honestly just like a group of friends that just like, you know what, I thought it would be fun to play, so let's do something, you know. So, but yeah,
I mean, at German champs, I used to say you only practice if you're scared. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm
that's
not
think,
right
scared at all.
mentality.
We
yeah,
got nothing
you
to
don't need
lose
to
at this
practice.
point,
You don't
so.
need to practice.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think when was the last time you played a tournament, dude? Because I think you didn't play at Breeze. You were
Ah,
like in the staff involved there, right? But the last LAN you played must have been
the last time I
EU
played
champs, right?
seriously was no, it was full wipe. I played
Oh,
this
Oh
year
yeah,
right.
you
full
did.
wipe. Yeah, I was with I played with Sebdark, Snipes, Kiva. Yeah, and of course me. And yeah, we got third, so I mean that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
In
Was that
full wipe.
last year or this year?
It was this year.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Pull-up
Yeah,
was
full
this
wipe this
year?
year.
Oh damn, I
Yeah,
It
forgot.
was in
I
it was in April.
forgot.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, wow.
yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
2024.
We can
I
make
forgot
moves
that was
when I
pull-up
play
this year.
serious, but I'm not playing serious in this tournament right now. So we'll see.
All
yeah. We
right.
also have a mid cut and a low cut, so if it's if it's not enough for the top, you can maybe do a good mid
Oh yeah,
cut to run, and also win
I'll-
some medals and other prizes. Because yeah, we kind of try to structure our tournament so everyone just gets to play a lot of games. They can also win stuff and just play against players that are on their skill level. I mean, I don't expect you to drop into the mid card to do it. I don't think that's gonna happen.
it might not
Like your
happen.
team is too stacked for that.
Well,
But
it might happen, but it might not happen. We don't know.
nah. I still believe. I believe.
We'll see.
I
The
believe in
management
your
of
growth.
expectations by Jude.
It's the thing is just that I mean I know I've been playing like almost every day. I know Yellow has not played the whole year. I know User has played once this whole year. Ferrari's has played on and off. She might be a little busy, but it's hard to tell. But either way, it's just we haven't been playing.
Sounds like you're ready. It sounds
We
like
are
you're
so
ready for the second biggest EU land to ever happen. Sounds
Yeah.
like you're ready.
We might come first. Who knows?
Yeah,
It'll be the
we can do
hugest
it.
surprise. It'll be a crazy story, honestly. So.
Hey, dude, I've only played like 5 hours the last 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I went to a small tournament earlier this year.
Yeah.
And humble brag, I actually won
Oh heck yeah.
against a team like where Phoenix played. You know Phoenix,
Yeah.
like such a strong player, and I was very surprised that I could actually still compete at a decently good level. I mean, I only played Junior, right? Everyone has a Pocket Junior,
Yeah.
but like
I
it's
won't
like,
accept the junior slander.
Is this the
Like,
only
if you-
weapon
like,
that
it's
you
like-
unlocked?
Hmm?
Is this the only weapon that you unlocked, so you had to play
I
Junior?
actually didn't have my Switch with me, I think. So I borrowed someone else's Switch or something. So, but it still worked. But it's like learning how to ride a bike, right? You just don't forget it. So
Yeah. I
who
feel
wants
like
to
when you
know how
put
to
on
play
like a,
Splatoon?
I feel like when you put on a lot of hours in this game, it's just like you just, when you pick the controller back, it just comes back. And sometimes I feel like you play
Definitely.
better because it's just like it feels a little bit more fresh. No pun intended, but you know, you just get back into it. So
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Also, of course, Watson mentioned the bracket earlier of Octofest. So yeah, we do have 3 cuts. We have the top, mid, and low cut. But I'm so glad that I didn't have to put my brain into the bracket math, because I think like after we're pretty much done with that, um, I don't want to take that job. I'm so glad that Watson actually took that upon himself, and he suffered through all of that. But we had some limitations. Of course, you have a time frame to like have all your matches played in. You have a set amount of setups where because it's not like everybody's at home. They have their own monitor and PC in front of them. So yeah, you have limitations everywhere, and at the same time, you also want to like have the people uh, get something that's worth their time. You want to have not everybody wants to not no one wants to go to a LAN, play 2 games, be out of the tournament, and be like, okay. So I guess I'm just gonna watch day 2. So yeah, we had a goal of giving everyone at least 4 sets to play, 4 rounds to play, and with that in mind, we also wanted to have like those different brackets so that even if you're not in the top cut, you can still win something. And I think that with the amount of prizes we have from our sponsors, it's like no matter where you are in the tournament, it's gonna be a really cool event because at the end you can still take something home with you, and also of course medals for the winners. So that's something that is really nice to have.
Definitely. They actually
Okay.
just arrived today, the medals.
Mhm.
I'm low-key a bit jealous. I would want one myself.
Wait, I can actually show the passes, the event badges, because they turned out
Ooh.
really well. If you give me 1 minute, I'm actually gonna get them. Wait a
Sure.
second.
Go get them. Like, we want to see. In the meantime, Watson.
he just vanishes into the
Goes behind
background.
the box.
Oh no, wait, I
Disappeared.
gotta get the medals too. They should be around here. Give me
Okay.
20 seconds or so.
Oh. Well, we're losing all our guests here.
Yeah, the 2
Don't
people
worry,
that
Tom.
actually know things about this tournament are gone.
Yeah, right. Well, don't worry, I won't leave you. I got nowhere to go, so.
Same. Same. Oh, what? Jude! Okay.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Your camera disappeared.
Not everyone left.
All right, they're back. They're back.
They are
Oh,
back.
that's a mirror.
I'm back. All
There's a
right,
mirror
so
behind them.
I don't know if you can see this. I think you can. Yeah. So
Who made these visuals? Like, they look so cool. Who made these designs? Because you had like a pro to do that. Like, that looks
yeah,
so good.
huge shout outs to Bugslab, the person that is behind like every NA regional branding. And they've been amazing at supporting us with the whole branding. So anything we have with our logo and banners and everything is,
Wow.
oh, I'm out of breath from sprinting in my basement. But yeah, huge
How
shout
big's
outs
your
to
basement?
Bugslab.
I mean, I've been there before, but it's not
The
that big, right?
complex. The complex. But no, yeah, huge shout outs to Bugslab. Make sure to check them out because yeah, they've been very involved with the branding of a lot of events, and it turns out a banger every single time. So yeah,
yeah.
when you're at Octofest, you get one of these. And the bracket's on a backside with the QR code to the bracket, so that's really nice to have. So yeah, you never lose track of the bracket. And I mean, you asked us earlier, actually, Pat, what sponsors we do have, and we
Yep.
forgot to answer the question. I don't know, wasn't you want to go over the sponsors and prizes we have?
No, I
Okay.
want to show this. I love these
Oh yeah, nice,
Ooh.
nice.
gameplays, right? Like they came out pretty well. I just
Yeah.
love working with that those assets that he created. Like it's such a clean. So oh wait, it's a bigger thing, so I can just show it a bit better, right? Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
focus, nice. It's such a blast just working with those assets that he created for the whole tournament, right?
Yeah.
It's so clean. It's just
Also, I'm
also at
really
the
glad we
venue.
decided to go with medals instead of a trophy, because with trophies you always have the issue. If you have one big trophy,
Yeah.
who of you is going to take it home? You have a team of 4 players. Who gets to take home the
Mhm.
trophy, right? And I was always a big fan of medals because, yeah, they avoid that whole conflict of who gets to take it home, because everybody gets one. But yeah, regarding prizes, we have of course the medals for the winners of every event. So Salmon Run, Mario Kart, Splatoon 44 in every bracket, and then we have our starting prize pool of 2,000 euros, which is almost on par with Breeze. I think I forgot what Breeze actually was.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, I would have to look that up, but it's very close. And of course, it's open to change, subject to change, depending on the donations we get. But more importantly, we have a lot of prizes from our sponsors. So luckily, we managed to get a sponsorship from JBL, and they've been kind enough to provide the whole event with headsets. So the whole event will be played with JBL Quantum headsets. And I have the list of prizes. 1 second. So the winner of Splatoon gets to take home 4 headsets, wireless headsets from JBL, which are the JBL Quantum 650. So like $100 or like more than $100 worth of headsets. Second and third place teams also get JBL Quantum 250, which are the headsets that we'll use for the whole tournament. So like great products, and I'm sure everybody will enjoy to get a pair of those. And then of course we have more. We managed to get more partners for the event, which are SanDisk and Hama or Urage. So if you know third party hardware for the Switch, Hama has been like one of the companies that produced a lot for that, and so it's always nice to like get a new bag for your Switch or like a travel case for your Switch maybe. And with SanDisk, of course, anything regarding SSDs. So of course, if you have a new Switch too, and you still need a Express SSD, maybe this event will help out with that. But yeah.
And also
I actually
Nintendo's
need one.
stepping in. Just they
Oh
sent
yeah.
us so much merch too that we can just distribute to the winners and just also other people. We also gonna just do a raffle for a few of the goodies too from all the sponsors that we're just gonna. They're just gonna go to some happy other contestants that are maybe not winning an event or something, and also gonna have a raffle for the viewers at home in the stream too. So we're gonna have yeah, we're gonna have that too. Like I don't even know exactly. Like I don't have a list of everything that we have. Like all those
Yeah, me
different
neither.
companies, they sent us so many things, and I just today, when planning out a schedule for just a preparation day just before the tournament, I put a point there where we just go over everything we have and actually then just see exactly what we have and then say, okay, this is the the price for this tournament and this and that, because we have so much and we don't exactly know how much we have. And we
We
don't
lost
know yet
track.
how to
Hey.
yeah, we lost track. We don't know how to distribute it. But
That's
we
sort
have
of a
to manage it.
luxury
Too much
problem to
price is
have,
a good
right?
It is.
problem.
Yeah, that's a
It
good
is.
problem to have. Um, but yeah, also I wanted to mention two more things. First of all, with Octofest coming closer and closer, if you're attending or if you're planning to go to Octofest, make sure to also check out a form we posted on the Discord and of course our socials, because we still are searching for helpers. We're still searching to complete some positions in our staff. So yeah, if you go and if you're interested to become part of the crew, then make sure to fill out that form and yeah, just select whichever role you think you could work in. And yeah, we need every help we can get. So yeah, uh, if you decide to go and you want to become a part of the crew, then make sure to check out that form. Secondly, because I mentioned earlier that we are in fact accepting donations during the stream, the donations will work in a funny way, because of course, yeah, you could donate to the stream because you think, yeah, it's a cool event and we appreciate the work that went into it, but at the same time, you can donate and make me suffer. So that's really cool, because there are donation goals, and with every goal we hit, there's a certain challenge I will do, a certain thing I will complete. For example, I have a great maid dress in my closet, and for some reason, my community in my streams always asks me if I can put that on. So I thought about like maybe commentating a set in that dress. So that's an example. I also have some really spicy noodles I would like to share with one of the competitive players at the event. So those are some things you guys can enjoy. And yeah, more details on that soon. But that's just what I'm going to say for now.
I love noodles.
I can give you
So-
I can gladly give you a little bit of my portion.
Oh sure. I can take spice. It's all good.
All right. I think we've said all we wanted to say about Octofest. And about the Europe in general. Now, before we go, I'm gonna ask each of you. You have something to add, starting with Jude. Jude, like, do you have something to add about the EU scene, the UK and Ireland scene, or just like if you want to plug something?
um, I don't really have anything to add other than, I mean, I'm going to Octofest. I'm looking forward to seeing people on Octofest. I think that's the big highlight here that we kind of want to uplift right now, because I want to see this
exactly.
event
Do
do
it at
really
Octofest.
well.
That's the big highlight. That's the main thing to go to Octofest.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
I will be there, but I personally just want to see this event thrive, dude. Like that's just what I want to see. I mean, just if it does, then it could be more, and then could happen more often, and then other people from other countries get inspired, and then there's another one, just do more. So I mean, obviously, I would love to be that one. I mean, because like if it was to talk about Breeze, because I am Breeze stuff, but I'm kind of like the stream guy. Like I kind of help in the behind the scenes kind of part. So it's just like, man, I really wish we knew someone who is really good at getting venues, because I know getting venues in London is really, really expensive. But um,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, I just hope that this event inspires a lot of people to, you know, get yourself out there if you want events like this to happen as well. And yeah, we're here to support it.
All right. Wadsum, do you have something to add? Something else to plug? Talk to us about what you've been doing outside of Splatoon as well, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted
If you want.
to mention something that like dude just said that venues are so expensive. They are, right? But there are ways to make it work, right? We had to, like, we feared that we would not meet the the amount of money that we need to make in order to go, even with our event, right? But now in the last few weeks, more people have signed up, and now we can even add in another after party that we just now today booked. That would have not been possible if not for more people signing up and giving us essentially more money to just put back into the event, because after all, this is just an event that we're just doing out of the passion for the game and the community, and we're not making a dime out of it, right? I mean, we're actually spending our own time and money on it, and everything that goes into the tournament money-wise goes into the tournament, right? Just to make the best kind of events possible. And I mean, you just asked me, Pat, what else I'm doing. I mean, obviously, I'm not playing as much Splatoon anymore. I've tried to play a bit of Mario Kart when it came out. It was a lot of fun and stuff, but I'm a bit busy elsewhere in life. But also organizing events is something that I might also do professionally at some point, because I'm studying something towards that right now too. So it's kind of like a thing that I'm also thought, that might be great just for me and the professional career I'm just aspiring to do events like these. So that's kind of where I've been, and also how I kind of got back a bit more into the Splatoon community. And I'm sure once I've been to that event, I want to play some Splatoon again, and gonna probably play for a couple of months again until something else comes up. Because the thing with Splatoon is, like, I played one stream, I played it once on stream this year, and I had such a blast. And I always wanted to stream more of it, because Splatoon is just such a fun game. You just play it and you just have a blast. Obviously, you can get tired a bit of it over time, but once you get back to it, you just see how good of a game it actually is and how fun it is, and why we actually ended up here in the first place, being that involved in a community, right? I mean, all of us just sitting here, we have spent hours into this game, not just the game, but the community as well, right? And that's not, I mean, it comes from somewhere, right? That's not a surprise, because the game is just so good. You might sometimes forget it because we play it so much, but it's a banger. It actually is a banger. And I'm so looking forward to just seeing more of the community in the game again, even though I've been a bit out of touch. But yeah, just looking forward to it.
Okay. And Ben, do you have some closing thoughts for us?
Yeah, so of course, first of all, if you didn't buy a ticket yet, then make sure to do it fast and come to Octofest. If you can't go, then please check out the streams on dude's channels. And really, we are just completely thankful for all the support we got for this event. Because, like we pointed this out earlier, but this is our first event after all, and there was no guarantee for it to be this big. So the fact that there is that much interest, that much passion in the community still just shows that we need more of these sort of projects. So yeah, thank you for your support to everyone that is going to watch stream, is going to be there at Octofest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the really good time. Yeah, it's going to be a busy week because we have some more things to prepare, some more stuff to announce as well. But it's going to be a fun challenge to look back upon. Like just today, I also ordered a new camera to vlog the whole thing, because I vlogged European Championship. I vlogged my trip to Breeze. I think those sort of land vlogs, like everything regarding the content coming out of events like this, is like such a gold mine. And if you look at the thing you produce, like a couple of years from now, it's gonna be a really awesome memory. So just making the best out of events like this. Yeah, it's something I really enjoy. So yeah, looking forward to Octofest. I can't believe it, next week. Oh my god! And yeah, it's just still surreal, because when you plan something for a whole year or like more than a year, you're thinking like, okay, it's so far ahead. Oh, we still have 3 months. Oh my god! But now when it's coming closer and closer, it's really hitting. And yeah, I'm just unbelievably hyped, unbelievably glad for your support, and yeah, hyped for Octofest. That's all I can say really. So check out the socials, and of course, you know where to find what's some dude and me. And yeah, check out everything and see you at Octofest.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for us. I'd like to say my closing thoughts is I'm just a humble caster, and I'm here with three of like the greatest Splatubers I know, who are organizing like a great event and the stream for that event, and it's such a privilege. And I can't wait to be in Cologne for Octofest and to meet all the players that I've been casting over like all this time. And I want to meet you. Like, come talk to me. You know my face now, so come say hi to me. And I really want to meet people. I really want to meet all these people. And yeah, see you all at Octofest. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all there. Bye bye.
Thank you for having us. Bye bye.
Right. Bye bye.